Well, here we are leaving Jimmy Carter's boyhood home on Sunday, July the 7th, and it's not 11:14 a.m., it's 2:14 Eastern Time.
It's a nice looking place, right?
A little warm, but I'm sure that when you're a little kid, you don't care.
Right. It's like being in Fairport in the winter. You know, you don't know any better.
You don't notice. Visitor Center is to the left.
This is kind of rural. Not quite as rural, I don't think, as when we went to that other place. Little pines.
I think it said that it was just short of 3 miles from Plains. So when Jimmy walked to town, he had to make a 3-mile trip each way.
Kind of like me taking my walk.
Yeah.
Guess how many people are dead in that cemetery?
How many people are dead in the cemetery?
Yeah, they're all dead.
Oh.
Chambers.
Some of those stones look rather new. I think the ones on the hill are older than the other ones.
Right.
Oh, they're red earth.
The red earth
Earth
of
of
terror.
Plains.
It's the only thing that matters.
Continue this again when we get into Plains. Oh, maybe I'll just leave it run.
Just turn it off. We'll pick them up in the Plains.
Okay. It's not like we have that far to go. There's the Plains city
There's
limits.
no real difference from the other homes according to what the thing.
No. I mean, they bought it in 1961. It's the only house they ever owned, it said.
He's not into moving.
No.
For a while he lived in the big red one.
The big red one?
The big white one.
one.
Hey, look it. There he is on his.
No, Jimmy's in Venezuela. I don't think. Oh man, look at that house.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I'd live in that one if I lived here.
Yeah. You'd even live in Plains for that one.
That's right.
Got some nice ones here. I guess Jimmy's folks didn't have nice ones. They had the old house.
They had the old house.
But he did better than the guy.
That's right. He showed them. The Plains Bed and Breakfast Inn. Look at there's the old downtown.
There it is, Jimmy Carter. 35th president.
The visitor center's down there.
Okay. So
It used to be the high school.
We go by his house, or it's all down here?
He said the house was around here.
We went by it. I didn't see it.
He said you can't see it from the road because
Well, I
it's
mean,
all
did
fenced
they have
off.
a sign? I would think so.
I don't know. It's their house. I mean,
Plains High School. There we are.
and his church is right across the street that he goes to.
Yeah, that's where he teaches Sunday school.
Racially
integrated 66. Open in 21. Serves students from Plains until 79. Notable graduates are Jimmy and his wife. She was a local girl, I guess. A local gal.
That's a pretty good high school for this little dink town.
It is a good size high school. You want to go in?
Yeah, might as well.
Hey, can't dance. Okay, we'll go right here.
We're at the National Civil War, or National Prisoner of War Museum at Andersonville Prison in Andersonville, Georgia.
There's a movie on 2 minutes before we go.
Dad,
Do you want it?
the movie.
Hey, go ahead, say what that was. This is the meeting.
This is the 1913 reunion at Gettysburg. This is where Uncle Julius was, and where he sold the newspapers
Oh,
when he was a kid.
Bunch of
He
old
was
guys.
16. And you know what he told me? He says, Dave, he says, I guess all them guys are dead, huh? And I says, I think so,
I
Julius.
think he said that.
How do you get this back? I press this and it says keypad.
Just press stop.
Yeah, hi. Hi, it's Dave Adams. How's it going?
This is coming out of the Visitor Center and Museum at Andersonville. It's the Prisoner of War Museum, so it's for all wars and campaigns.
So this is Andersonville. I'm gonna kind of swoop up here. It's, should we go to the right, Sue? Well, it isn't where I want to go. It's where it is. This is Andersonville, Georgia. And we are at the site of the infamous Andersonville prison. And to get an idea of the size of it here, we're going to walk up to the edge of this hill, or the edge of the side of this hill, and we're going to take a look at it. Looks pretty big. This is part of the fence over here to give an indication of how tall this fence was. It's quite a big one. Be hard to get over it. And we're just going to kind of walk around here. They got some exhibits in the back of the fence, and we can take a quick look at them. We're running kind of short on time here. I won't. We're going to take a look at some of this stuff over here as if we were actually inside the prison. As I say, this is just kind of a mock-up. While I'm standing here, I'm going to pan this thing because you've got to see the enormity of this place. and imagine how many people were here at the time. Some monuments over there. And we'll take a walk over here. Right here? I don't know. We're going to take a look here, see what's on it. There's a little cement block here that Sue has pointed out to me. And it just says historic site. That's all it says. Historic well. So, historic well. This is kind of an example of some of the places that the prisoners built and you know, had to live in here. You can get an idea of these. Kind of a rough life. They didn't have the bare necessities here, as you can see. These are built the way the real ones were back in the Civil War. And while this was a prison of, you know, how many thousand men, it probably wasn't much regimentation other than just keep them in and don't let them get out. Here's an idea here. You can see the hill kind of rolls down there. There's a factory in the distance with some smokestacks. What does that say? So,
Shebangs, prisoner shelters.
yeah, they called them shebangs. I guess these.
Prisoners at Andersonville had to provide their own shelter. Now, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, they had to put up their own shelter. This is a picture of it. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks kind of. And then in the background is the things there, the lean-tos, whatever. Shall we walk over here? Let's, for a minute, we're going to turn you off, and then we're going to walk over here. We're recording again. Sue is by a tall obelisk here, and it reads "Death Before Dishonor." And what is it erected for, Sue? For everyone, or just?
To her 1,055 loyal sons who died here in Camp Sumter from March 1864 to April 1865, this monument is dedicated from the state of Ohio.
These were the Ohio soldiers that died here. There's several here, and I'm not going to walk down there because that's quite a ways down and it's pretty darn hot. But here's this monument was elected by the voluntary contributions of their surviving comrades and friends. Let's see what this one is here.
Tennessee. Tennessee had Union soldiers.
Union soldiers. Union soldiers in Tennessee who died in Confederate prisons during the war 1861-65. We who live may for ourselves forget, but not for those who died here. 1284 died. Here's another one. Say it loud so we can.
This memorial, erected in 1934 by the National Women's Relief Corps Auxiliary of the Grand Army of the Republic, as a tribute to the heroism of the sons of the following states who are buried in Andersonville National Cemetery: Delaware 39, Kansas 4, Kentucky 417, Maryland 178, Missouri 104, New Hampshire 144, Vermont 244.
And last but not least,
West Virginia 256. West Virginia had the most, well, except for Kentucky.
wow,
Union soldiers.
of those, yeah. It's amazing here. These people, you know, being a soldier is tough enough, but living and dying in this place was probably horrible.
I probably had some
And
that did die here, but I just don't.
we should all remember that. these guys all, you know, gave their lives in freedom for us. And we're able to enjoy this, the freedom that they have. They gave their lives to crush something as abhorrent as slavery. And everyone should be happy and should honor these people. Let's see, Massachusetts, we're coming up to where my Massachusetts here. Now my great grandfather, he didn't serve in the capacity of soldier. He was in the Quartermaster Corps. You can still get shot, but he just didn't serve in that capacity, and he was from Massachusetts. So this one is erected by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This is, oh, you can see all these monuments. Getting warm here. It's about 95 and about 80%, 90% humidity. Look, they got a fence around this tree. I wonder why.
Big hole down there.
There's a big hole in the tree? Huh. Why is there a big hole?
I have no idea.
There's a
How
big
red that earth is.
There's a big hole down here by the tree. I don't know if someone was
No marker explaining.
probably somebody lived down there. And
Rhode Island.
yeah, here's Rhode Island here.
You got the names of the Rhode
They
Island.
got the guys right on there. Wow. I guess they wanted to do it right. Oh, Jesus, these flies. So, you know, I'm just gonna do a pan here, and we're gonna cut this out, but to give you an idea of the scope, you know, here, we're going over where that original, this is where the museum is behind, right up there where I'm showing you. And that's the sample fence, and you can see where the tree line is. And we're back to here again, but it's huge. And we're gonna go now. We're gonna sign off, but we can never forget these guys. These guys gave up an awful lot for us. Goodbye.
Well, here we are leaving the Andersonville prison site. We're going to drive over to the cemetery, and they're just about ready to close. Looks like a really idyllic place, but I guess if you have 45,000 people jammed together in tents and no food to feed them, and I guess the winters are cold, but it'd be hard to tell right now because it's so sweltering with the humidity, even though that it's a little overcast. It's surprising that there weren't more than 13,000 people that died here. From the entrance there to the cemetery at Andersonville, you're just overwhelmed by the immenseness of it. Every one of these is a grave marker, and they just go on and on.
And they're everywhere.
Where would you even begin looking for someone's name?
This side.
I have panned all around. Panning back down the road on which we're headed. There's more down there and a circle drive which we're going to go on.
This is just to give you an idea. Just to look while these stones go past us. We're going past the stones, but the stones are passing us. Just all of these people that died here. this place called Anderson.
All these Yankees that died and we still lost the war.
Realize the depth of this thing. All of these people. They all came from, probably most of the north, parts of the south, and countries all over the world.
Oh, some of these are World War II.
Well, are they now?
Yes.
Okay, well the ones back there were, but these are all got.
This is the monument to the New Yorkers who died at Andersonville, and one of them was Billy Foster's great-grandfather, I guess. It may very well be one of these little stones out here.
How close they are. How did they get them so close?
I guess they were real skinny. We're getting closer to Atlanta and traveling along the freeway. We've got a truck that looks like it's hauling Bobby Labante's race car here. We've been traveling alongside of it for a little while. I don't know if he's going to a race or coming from a race.
Who's Bobby Labonte?
He's a race car driver. I've even heard of him. I don't watch the races. Anyway, right now we're primarily looking for a place to eat. I'll tell you in a second. We're in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And it's Monday, July 8th. And there's Ray up ahead of us. He's been taking us on the whirlwind tour here of the resort. Says I have 58 minutes left on the battery.
Go in here. 58 minutes.
58
We got a
minutes.
lot of time on it. Okay. See how close we're in this.
You're good on that side. Roll this window. Let's put this up in the window.
What?
The parking. And I'll just stick it right there.
Kind of took a long way around to get here.
Yeah.
I missed a turn.
No, that's okay.
Well,
We thought we were just getting the
I came
tour.
through parts of the park that I've never been in before.
We thought you knew where you were taking us.
That you were giving us the tour.
Well, it wound up that way.
I got you on tape here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You're going to get on tape now, so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
So Lennis can see you.
Well, we're still at Stone Mountain, but we just finished having a nice meal with Ray at the Stone Mountain Resort and Conference Center. And there's a tree growing right out of a rock.
You know where I thought he
He turned in there, but I don't know if he was looking for a place to park.
Okay.
There's a mountain. Of course, there's a pole in the way right now, but that's the carving in the mountain.
I must have pulled in here, because I've seen that.
Probably they didn't have it so touristy when you came through.
Yeah.
No, he turned down this way.
Way down here?
I think so. Watch out, car. There he is.
We thought we'd lost you.
Yeah, I knew where you were.
Well, we grabbed it. The guy was pulling out.
That's
So-
good.
so
That's
I
a good
just-
place.
I just yeah.
We're going to head over this
Okay.
way. On the other side, there's trees.
We know a guy's got a tundra. Like
Yeah.
you, and he is. Let's put it this way. You look like you're anorexic compared to this guy. This guy weighs 400 pounds.
Oh my God.
And he is. He's a big boy. And his people go back from New England and Virginia. He comes from these very wealthy families. You saw him, you'd think he's some bum. And his mother bought him one of those, brand new, cash. And he drives around that. He says that's perfect for his size.
Great vehicle.
He says that's just right.
Great vehicle. I love mine. I've had it almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to get something a little bit bigger next time we have to sleep in the car.
Yeah, there you go.
What is this, an amusement park or something?
They've added this.
We don't need to go into
No, we're going over this way.
Yeah.
We're going over this way.
You know, I came through here in the early 70s. I don't remember having to pay anything coming in or anything.
You may not have at that time.
I just remember driving by it and looking at it and leaving.
Yeah. It probably wasn't. It used to be private property. The Venable family owned it.
Oh, okay.
And then they gave it up to the state as a park. And now it's all the attractions and everything are run by a private company. It's contracted out.
You know, if we were down where we were in Alabama, you wouldn't be walking around this fast. I'm going to tell you right now.
Too hot.
This
sticky,
is beautiful.
sticky hot.
Isn't this nice compared
Yeah.
to what elevation are we?
I don't know what the elevation is in Atlanta. Maybe that's pretty high.
high.
You're kind of in the foothills of the Allegheny.
Well, you know what you notice as you come up here, there ain't no pine trees.
Yeah.
And do you get snow?
Well, occasionally. Occasionally. We usually get one snow a year, and it's usually gone by noon.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What is that?
Wow, imagine going up and doing it. Look at, they still got like the scaffolding or stuff that they got up there.
Something up there.
Yeah, at the top.
I can't walk with my glasses on, but I need them to see
Need to
far
see,
away.
yeah.
I wouldn't even want to take the tramway up
Oh,
there.
Yeah, that's
It's
like 800 or 900 feet straight up there.
That is something. So
When you walk, you actually walk up this side when you walk. Walk it actually the back side of that.
Yeah.
To the right.
And those, look at those trees are growing right in the,
Yep.
like,
They find a little crevice in there, it's got
Yeah.
some dirt in it.
yeah.
They take root.
Yeah, Sue, I don't think you'd like that tramway, so. We'd have to calm you down. We'd have to give you
I've never even been on the Palm Springs tramway.
Yeah, we never go on that. This is something though. This is amazing.
That-
And this is beautiful.
to give you some perspective, the width of the figures is like 3 tractor trailer lengths.
Wow.
Across there.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the one in South Dakota? Have you ever?
No, I've never been
Me
up there.
neither.
I want to.
I've been to South Dakota, but never been to the. That's our next trip.
That's our next year's is the northern route.
Next year we
Yeah,
won't see
I've
you
never been
guys
up that
down
far.
south here. We're going to
Yeah.
just go strictly
Okay.
northern accents up there next year. They're going to be saying.
They
One
say
day
eh?
someday too.
Eh?
Hey?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We went up to Canada, up to Vancouver over the Christmas holidays for her best friend. Did you ever meet her? No, probably not. Has leukemia,
Oh,
and
nice.
she's the same age as Sue, a month. And she married my cousin, who was a month younger than me.
Is
So
that
we're
right?
we're two couples that are 11 and a half years apart in age.
Nice.
And he split when he left. She threw him out, actually. Didn't she? She threw him out. He was a bad boy.
And he still hasn't sobered up.
He was a worse. You see, I was a bad boy, but I'm now a yes man kind of guy.
Came to your senses.
Yes, yes. I know how you get along in marriage. This is what you say. Where do you want to go? Yeah, and when?
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't pick that up.
And he's still drunk. I'm not, and that's the difference. But it was. We wound up going up there. It was sad, she's still. We still touch and go, right? So.
Well, she just had stem cell replacement,
Oh, is
which
that
is,
right?
still experimental.
Oh, yeah.
And they said that she's recovering so quickly from that
Is that right?
they
Just make
finally
sure,
sent her home after.
You feel. I've been through a few things in my life, but boy, she's a tough girl. She's a tough gal.
So we went to see her, and then we decided to go to Canada.
We actually went to Canada. We went right up to Vancouver.
I hear Vancouver's a beautiful city.
It is.
Pat's
We were
been
there
through
the day before New Year's.
Is that right?
Yeah, when you'd think you'd be freezing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wasn't bad.
It's the same almost all the time up there. It's in the wintertime up there, it'll I mean, you get some snow once in a while and stuff like that. But most of the time in the winter it gets about up to 50 maybe, and down to the low 30s, so that you'll see trees blooming and they'll have plants outside. They're all growing all the way up there. You don't realize it.
Just figured it would be cold up that way.
Well, it is. It would be cold to you. And left. I didn't pay any money.
No,
I don't remember
not back
paying
then.
any
You probably
money.
didn't.
I just drove in. You know. You want to go out here? Can you see it? There?
What house, building is this? Is
Yeah,
this?
it's kind of a museum.
Oh, it's not like the Venable
No,
House
it's
or something.
not an original
Yeah, this
structure.
you get a better shot at it, and you can kind of pan it.
But
Oh,
at
look at
night,
the
this will
water,
be-
isn't that nice?
This will be wall to wall with blankets. In fact, people have got their places staked out here already.
Oh, they get
Every night, I mean, it's packed.
Kind of like Fantasia at Disneyland.
Yeah, and they play music for a couple hours before it starts.
Back when I was a young man, what we would have done is come out here and smoke the joints and watch this show. That would have been the.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that down here.
Well, I'm sure there's.
Does it go on yet?
We're just getting ready to get on the 85
Take a picture of
freeway
the
to get
car
out of
there.
Florida. And right next to us is the Nuevo Siglo taxi that has the Georgia flag and the Mexican flag on the side. And
There are loaded with Mexicans
there are
here.
Mexicans everywhere. And we're just outside of Atlanta.
Now we got to get up here to.
Well, Ray did say Norcross is almost all Mexicans. They got the El Norteño restaurant, chicken grill. Or El Norteño, southern fried chicken. And there's a Korean sign over there under that convenience store.
I think you're in L.A.
I guess it doesn't matter where you are, the Koreans are going to own the convenience stores.
And the Mexicans are going to own the muffler shops. Yeah, well, here we are. We're getting out of Atlanta. That's right. Leaving Atlanta.
Not that we actually saw Atlanta, but you
Oh,
know.
we saw Stone Mountain.
But like Ray said, Atlanta's all freeways anyway. So if we've seen the freeways, we've seen Atlanta.
We're going north to Greenville, South Carolina.
That's right. Change their plans. No Wilmington. That'll be some other
We're going to
trip
try
down
to
the line.
stay cool.
Yeah. We'll go to Wilmington at Christmas some year, I guess.
That's some time. Decorate the palm trees.
That's right.
All right.
Incidentally, we were just on Jimmy Carter Boulevard, or JCB.
Oh my God. Oh my God. One.
Not videos like me.
We're going.
We're going the other direction.
Was you coming, did you go past exit 1 and come to exit 2, or was you coming from the high side and coming down?
We already passed exit 1.
Oh, okay, then you can go to exit 11, it's only 10 minutes away. That's it. Exit 11, you got Speedway, you got Downingland, you can go.
I
down
just
to,
wanted to get a sign, the
Townville,
sign that says
Cafe
Crazy
Station,
Steve.
Texaco with.
What happened?
Hey, I can't hear you very well. I'm up
Who is
in
it?
the mountains.
Who is it? We're up
Yeah,
here
there's a lot of
at the
static. I think we're
Vanderbilt.
gonna lose ya.
We're at the Vanderbilt
Maybe
Mansion.
is this Alvin? Okay, bye-bye.
Who is it?
It's Alvin, but I can't hear him.
Okay. We're over here by the Vanderbilt Mansion. We managed to get a.
Okay, we lost our plug there. This is the entrance to the Biltmore Estate, Vanderbilt's summer home. And unfortunately, we won't be able to see it because it closed at 5:30 and it's now like 6:30.
But we're in North Carolina, and over there is a McDonald's. It doesn't look like a McDonald's.
I guess it had to fit in with the look.
These people that you see going in over here, point it over here. These people that you see going in over there are people who are guests, like I guess at the inn
Yeah.
or something. And everybody else gets the shaft because they can't go in. So we're lucky enough to get some electric. We plugged into this place here.
The
And
souvenir
we're lucky
shop.
enough to get some electric. It's a little gift shop or something
Yeah.
like that. And this is our North Carolina stop. Incidentally, that stop before that you saw when we were in the fireworks
Crazy
place was in
Steve's.
South Carolina. So we're trying to get in every state here, and now we're in North Carolina, and I think we're all going to go over to McDonald's to use the restroom. At least I am.
Sounds good. It's Tuesday morning, July the 9th. And it is...
They got a lot of theater.
It's 10:48 in the morning, and we're walking down Main Street of Bristol. We're on the Tennessee side. Right across the street, on the other side of the double yellow line, is Virginia.
Yeah. We're in Tennessee, and they're in Virginia, and we're kind of looking for a place that has some breakfast. But I'm thinking that we got up too late.
Yeah. That's probably true. We usually get up too late.
We got up too late.
There's a nice old bank building, First National Bank, established in 1868. Now Merrill Lynch is here.
Merrill Lynch is here to help them invest their money.
Right. We sort of ran out of the old downtown part there anyway.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to
But we'll go down to the corner and cross into Virginia.
Yeah, right down here. I don't see much else going on here. See, if you do something wrong across the street, then you can run over here, see? If you do something wrong over here, you can run over there and the cops can't chase you.
That's right. Well, there's a nice old train depot right there.
It's beautiful, isn't it? That is beautiful. Wish there was more here, you know? Of course, like all downtowns, they all gone to shit, you know. I think can we cross here?
Probably.
I don't know.
Well, the Historical Committee of the City of Bristol.
We're just looking for something
The
to eat.
Oddfellows.
I don't think we're going to get nothing to eat down here, so.
Well, hang on. I want to get a picture of the sign here.
Yeah. Bristol, Virginia, and Tennessee. Yeah, well, as we walk across it,
That's on the Virginia side over there.
let these guys go.
That's the Tennessee side.
I said he used to come to that movie theater when he was a kid. So, huh? What do you think of that? Is it right? It's still green. Let's just go. Let's go and just train it in a minute. We're in the middle here of
We're in
the
the middle of the street, walking
there's
against the
Bristol,
light.
Tennessee, Virginia. Now we're in Virginia here.
Gee, it feels good to be in Virginia. I thought we'd never get out of Tennessee.
But we got to go back to Tennessee to get our car.
That's right, we left our car in another state.
Yeah. You know, you don't usually want to do that. Is that a street over there? Oh, that's just some guy there.
Kind of a nice, quaint downtown area.
It's a nice downtown, but
It's a short downtown
they don't
area.
have any stores.
You got
Place
stores.
to eat, you know.
You got lots of stores, but they're all antique stores. I think the store buildings themselves are antique.
Yeah, I think so. Java and espresso. Why can't they just have a place you get a couple eggs over easy, see?
There's a nice fountain area down there.
Well, then let's get something to drink then, right? At the fountain. Well, we're in Virginia anyways. We're gonna make our cross here. This is where Tim is from.
Well, he's not from Bristol.
Well, no. Well, actually, he's born in D.C., but you don't like
Hang on,
that.
let's see.
What is that?
Looks like they had a menu.
Real Canadian. Remember.
Okay, we're back walking. We thought for a minute we found a place to eat, but it's a health food restaurant. Who wants to be healthy?
Who wants me?
Old Paramount Theater. It's now for live music shows.
We may have to ask in that place. Oh, where's the car? There we are. We're coming back. We're coming back to our car here in Tennessee after an extensive visit in Virginia.
Well, we'll be going back to Virginia.
Yeah. There we go.
As soon as we make a U-turn.
That's it. Well, this isn't This isn't back east. I don't know if they stopped for you. Huh?
I don't know. What do you mean this isn't bad?
Okay.
Ready?
Tape it.
I think so.
This is taping.
Yep. Our new favorite bagel place.
And we can we're going to get a bagel there. Oh, you know what I didn't get?
What?
I got my soda and everything like that.
Oh.
You just have to remember they could come. See, if I put it in my pocket, I will remember it. I didn't know. I didn't see it. Okay. I think I...
Well, right now we're in Wytheville, Wythe County, Virginia. Still about 3 hours from Summersville, so I need to call Aunt Alice. But we stopped for gas, and looks like a really old cemetery, so we're gonna walk over there and take a look at it, even though there's probably none of my kin buried there. You never know. But it's a nice countryside anyway. We're going through a tunnel here on Interstate 71. It's going under Virginia mountainside, I guess.
We're going right through the mountain.
I don't know how long this tunnel is.
It's long.
Must be a mighty big mountain. I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Wow.
There we are, on the other side.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Check lights.
Is that maybe a left?
No, he's got his emergency flashers flashing.
Is this in West Virginia? Or
I think we're getting pretty close to West Virginia here.
Another tunnel.
We're going through another tunnel, and the windshield wipers are making a swath across the camera here. East River Mountain.
Yeah,
Turn on lights, it says.
Yeah, well, we'll turn them on. How's that? All right, we're in the mountain again.
That's right.
This mountain, I don't know if it's in West Virginia or Virginia. These mountains can be pretty tough. These tunnels. When your people came through here, so they had one light shorter than the other, so they could
Walk on the mountain.
Look at them.
Why do you think that Amos McCoy limped when he got to the San Fernando Valley?
West Virginia. How did he get there from West Virginia by way of Vermont?
Yeah.
I wonder why he had a Vermont accent. He had a Vermont accent. Where the hell? Can you see the light at the end of the tunnel?
See the light at the end of the tunnel, yes.
Let me look through that while I'm driving.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Let's see what we find on the other side.
I think we're going to find the other side of the tunnel.
The bear went over the mountain, the bear
Well, it was
went over
raining.
the mountain.
Is this exit 1 or what is this?
I believe
Exit
so.
1. I think we're in West Virginia.
I think we have just emerged into West
I
Virginia.
think so, but we're not sure. Yeah, I think so. It's got to be.
I see a
There's
billboard
the
up
sign.
there.
We're almost in heaven now, West Virginia.
Welcome to wet, wonderful West Virginia.
Almost Haiti, West Virginia.
There it is, West Virginia.
Mercer
Yay.
County.
I don't think you're going to find any palm trees in Beckley, West Virginia.
Well, I thought we was down south.
Well, we are. We don't have no need for palm trees. There's not much of an industry for building with palm trees.
Oh, you could
sustain. But when you cast your burden, that's what I want you to get a hold of, that he cares enough about you to supply all of your needs. He cares enough about you to sustain you in everything that you do.
We got hot slots and solar exposure.
You're blessed
Exposure.
because God cares about you.
All right. Revelation Bible.
Because some things, my friend, is because we've got to suffer down here. If we suffer live yonder, we suffer because of the things we've done in this body.
Who's that guy?
Yet when we get right with God, my friend, our life straighten out. But in the past, you're guilty of disobeying God. You know that as well as I know it, my friend. The next verse tells us there, my friend, the guilt of sin of the flesh, and brother, driving the lust and the flesh, the sin of the flesh, those which satisfy the flesh, they are
Go
not
to church. I think we got enough of that guy. Yeah.
Gotta pay a toll, I guess. Well, we got off the Highway 19, and there was a sign that said the New River Gorge. We got off, and now we don't know which way to go, so Dave went in the gas station to ask which direction and what kind of a view it is, whether it's worth going the trip or not. This is in Fayette County. Where my ancestors lived and farmed and cleared land. We're coming into Fayetteville right now. Maybe we're going to see the New River Gorge.
Do you want to go back there, the Convention and Visitors Bureau?
No, I don't want to go to the Visitors Bureau.
Okay.
I want to get right to downtown.
Right to downtown. Right. We're downtown, I think. Did you want me to park?
Yeah, somewhere.
All
Let's
right.
see where we're going first.
Okay. There's the Fayetteville Courthouse or something.
Oh, really? Yeah. Is that
1 hour
still,
parking, it says here.
We should,
Park?
police parking only. There's 1 hour. I guess.
It says 1 hour on all.
That one says police parking only.
Boy. This
There's the Fayette Theater.
yeah, you guide me here. We'll say,
Okay. Get a little closer to the curb.
I'm gonna see where my end is here. There, now I can see. See? Now I can see.
Hey, there's the Masonic Lodge.
There's Gino's Pizza.
What did it say?
It says, in the attack on federal forces here, 1863, Milton W. Humphreys, the creator and the educator and soldier, gunner of Bryan's Battery, 13th Virginia Light Artillery, CSA, first used indirect firing, now in universal military. What does that mean, indirect firing?
Yeah.
What the hell it means? I guess it would mean that you just start shooting at everything that moves. Stay on theater. Right down there.
Oh,
It's still open, isn't it?
Fayette Bank. Look at all the flags up the street. Must have had it
Fags?
for
Where does fags? I don't see any fags. Are you saying there's fags around here, son?
Sweet butter.
Well, let's walk across to the courthouse.
I want to get something to drink. I told you. Let's
Okay.
walk and get something to drink.
Okay, where are we walking to?
I would say step number one would be
Huh?
step number one would be to walk across here.
Okay.
You got a Ben Franklin over here. They probably got something. You got Gino's down here. You can probably get some at Gino's, right?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Are we good here? or
We
what?
better go now.
Let's go. Fort Street Gallery. All right. Should we go here now? Let's go here. All right. Play it Hill, it says.
The Cathedral Cafe.
Wow. We got something down here. Want a soda?
Sure.
Some kind of, something good. Opinions expressed, it says. Consultant.
Some guy that philosophizes.
Yeah, I guess so. This here, and we got this, are those stores? I think it's a restaurant or something. Oh, look at that, look at here. You're gonna, for this house, you're gonna take this?
Yep.
No dog. Right next to the horse show. Or dog show. Look at that dog. Hard rock climbing. I'd like to just go into one of these stores and get a soda, but I don't see no real store, do you?
Just Ben Franklin.
You think Ben Franklin's got them?
I don't know. Maybe.
See anything else here? But this guy was
This is
a
the Morris
Confederate, right?
Harvey house.
This guy was a Confederate, though, wasn't he?
I don't know. Probably.
Nice home. Is it a private residence now?
Says, please retire horseless carriages in the rear. 1902.
It's probably a private residence. What a nice house. Oh, there's a market right there. When you got a house like that, you don't lose.
Well, he started the university. The Soldiers and Sailors Memorial of Fayette County.
Still on there, that light. Jesus.
This is in grateful memory of those who gave their all for their country. You're belching.
So reverential here.
Office of Emergency Services. That's why they have the ambulance and the police car there. Why isn't Jaeger?
Lafayette. I wonder if Le Marquis de Lafayette was ever here.
Only if you wanted to go White River rafting.
Hey, look at there. Look at them columns. All new bingo.
VFW.
Books, $5. What is it?
It's a VFW.
Oh, the Legion.
Oh, the American Legion. I wonder if they have a fish fry on Friday.
That's I'm ready for it. Fish fry on Friday. Count me in. Sure. Take care of it. see. Did all the courthouses over there, picture of West Virginia. So this is the county seat of Summersville, right?
No. Somersville is the county seat of Nicholas County.
Oh, okay. Well, your chances are you won't find over here.
Why? We're in the census here in 1840 and 1850.
Oh, they weren't. No, I didn't know that.
Mentioned it.
I missed it.
Well, I said it to the lady when you were standing next to her.
Nice stone here.
Yeah.
Where else you get stone around here? Well, there's a cop in my space there.
That's his parking space.
I know. I think we can cross right here. I don't think we're going to go down the corner. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be careful. The town is small, you just can't.
I'm not going to cross in the middle of the block because I'm right in front of the police station. Huh? Oh. Well, it could have been misspelled. Oh, I don't know how long I've been recording, but it says record. Probably bumped the button one of these times. That's great. Anyway, huh?
Just the numbers there.
I don't know. I know what it says now, but it wouldn't mean anything because I didn't know what it said before. Anyway, we just came out of the courthouse. I looked for Tazewell Hughes's
You
marriage.
didn't take it in the toilet with you.
That's for sure. Didn't find any records. Crossing the New River Gorge. Right, it's the longest arch bridge. The bottom of the arch, I guess. Can't see. It's a suspension. Arch from the top. Bridge overlook, right 1/4 mile. Cheryl, let's go look at it. We didn't.
Right here?
Yep. Yep. We didn't come all this way from California not to see it.
Wow. Fuck is this?
That's nice, you got that on tape. We're walking down the trail to the overlook of the New River Gorge, and I think that we can look over without walking all the way down.
Probably would be great to walk down and up. That'd be my exercise.
That'd be your exercise for the month.
Really? I bet you that would be good.
Look at this is on a rock that sticks out.
Yeah, wow, look at it.
Well, if they don't have any earthquakes.
Gee.
You beat them up, you know, you come up that twice now. Let me hear you breathe. Yes, it is. But it's in one big. You ran down and you ran back up. You're crazy, boy.
Whoa.
This is America's second highest bridge, and that is the one we jump off.
This one here?
Yeah.
Is that right? What about that? Do you want to give that a shot, sir? Huh? Give it a shot.
Yes.
All right. Says it was completed in 1977. It's the world's longest single-arch steel span bridge at 876 feet above the river. It's America's second
It's
highest.
shaky just right here, you know. Can imagine how I'd be on the other one.
Look, it's like two statues of Liberty standing on top of the Washington
Yeah.
Monument.
Wow. Really?
Now, I probably went over that bridge.
A little cheesy bridge, huh? I'd like to try that once. Maybe it'd kick the hell out of me?
Yep. Solid forest cover from river bottom to ridge top all looks pretty much the same, but a close look reveals great differences. The forest varies with slope, moisture, and soil type.
Oh, just like Colorado, you go on the bottom, there's palm trees, you go up on top of snowing, you know.
Speaking out in Colorado,
Yeah.
which one?
Grand Canyon.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we just entered Nicholas County, getting closer to Summersville, and it's raining again. Probably the only thing that this is going to focus on is the raindrops. Well, there's too many. Roadtrip 20. It's nice that they could welcome us with this rain because we aren't used to it. We're more than used to it since this trip started.
What is this, 65 here?
I have no idea what the speed limit is. Summersville Dam, Valley River,
Is this Summersville?
Carnifex Ferry. We're getting close. We're just south of it.
Okay, this isn't it.
No, I'm sure that it'll say
Summersville straight
Summersville.
ahead.
This is the area where my people first settled, this side of Summersville.
They were
As a
Indians.
matter of
weren't they?
fact,
They were all Indians.
They're buried underneath Summersville Lake.
Oh, no.
They moved the graves that they could find when they built the dam.
That's awful. Burying them under the lake.
It's probably where old Thomas Bales is.
Under
Bale.
the lake. Is that any respect to show for the guy? Here you're drinking the water where the guy's under the lake, right?
That's right.
I don't imagine there's too much left of old Thomas anymore. What year did he die?
Well, 1827.
There's not much
Either
left.
that or it's. I'm not too sure. There were two Thomas Bales. Either senior or junior died in 1827, or they both died right around the same time.
Dying around there, that puts them about 175 years ago since they've been dead. You know, that's
They didn't know that people were going to be water skiing on top of them.
water skiing. That's awful. That would make a person feel bad. Sometimes I want to throw my arms around you, but I tremble. Are you still taping?
Yeah.
At the thought of giving in. Oh man. We're just trading. It's still 6 miles, so you might as well wait a minute.
Oh man, I missed it.
This is Hughes Bridge.
This Hughes Bridge is my family bridge.
Oh, look at it there.
We own the bridge. Summersville Lake.
Oh, they're welcoming us here.
Yeah, really.
It's the worst rain we got yet.
I don't know, it was pretty strong when we first. I'm at Aunt Alice's house. walking down the hill that I used to ride the bike down, and where I went through the barbed wire fence. And Dave's out looking for berries, and I think he found some. I guess you found what you were looking for.
These are so sweet.
These are better than the other ones, though.
Well, Aunt Alice always had the best berries.
Get some up there. The black ones. Oh, these are good.
Aren't they nice?
They're so good.
There's the apple tree.
Honey.
Don't sit under it.
With
Anyone
anybody
else but me.
Kisses sweeter than berries.
Yeah. And you know something? You can't eat these when they're green.
I guess not.
They don't even have the fence here anymore that I went through. It's probably declared as a hazardous area or something.
Aren't they good?
Yeah. Yeah, there used to be barbed wire fence all along here.
They are so good.
I think this is the same apple tree. Yeah. Well, this hill was easier walking down than it is going up. I told David, I said that barbed wire fence isn't there anymore. It probably got declared a, you know, disaster area or something.
Hazard.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, it'll recharge the battery. And you know what? It doesn't say that there's any minutes left at all. Oh, yeah, 41 minutes.
How many?
There, 41 minutes, but that'll go faster than 41 minutes.
Why?
Because it doesn't seem to, it's an estimate of how much battery life is left.
That's bull.
Yeah.
Well, tonight when you tape it, tomorrow we'll go up and see your sister, right?
Yeah.
You want to see your sister? It would be nice if we could tape them together talking, or you, I'll tape it.
Well, we did that. We had our old video camera last time we were here, the big one, and we had to plug it in too. And when we went up there, and it's funny because the microphone picked up everybody's conversation, and you couldn't tell who was saying what. It was you and Aunt Grace, and I was talking, and then Dave and Laco were talking, and Davey and Stevie were talking to each other because they were taking turns doing the taping. So we have like all these words, and you can't tell who they're attached to.
That was before, just before he passed away, right?
About a year or two, I guess.
Yeah, we got him on tape.
I've got night shot on because I'm trying to catch some lightning bugs. Yeah? I see. Yeah, that's the one I saw before by the tree. I saw him barely. I saw him through the lens. I saw there's another one underneath the two trees over there.
There is?
Yeah.
There was a lot more of them.
Well, battery's ready to go.
I guess
I told you that 40 minutes wasn't going to be 40 minutes. She says she has eggs, but we'll get some stuff to replenish her supply. Oh, I don't want night shot. There, back to day shot. We're in Somersville, right on Main Street. And we just went inside the courthouse and saw a couple of interesting things, but didn't quite find what I was looking for.
We had more luck in Texas.
Yeah. Well, you had helping.
Well, yes, I did. But we had more luck also.
Yes. It was raining a little bit earlier, and now it's just kind of humid.
Kind of Peter now.
Yeah.
Can we walk down this way, or can we get across over
You
there?
want to walk on the side road?
Yeah, let's do that.
Try going a side street.
Let's take the side road here.
Is that 75 degrees? Thank you. I don't know where we're going, but we're headed that way.
Well, we can't get lost here. So.
We'll just say that we're Miss Strickland's relatives, and they'll find us. 12:13 on Wednesday. Yep.
They call the boys.
Well, there's not too many people we can call.
Huh?
Not too many people we can call.
No, that's right.
Take this one for me. Thank you.
Take the camera from my hand. Can you go up here and then down there?
I don't know.
Well, that's the cemetery. Is there a way to get to it? Right, isn't it?
Somewhere the cemetery. I don't know which road leads that way.
Well, if we go up to the top, will it go that way? I don't want to get up there and not be able to go anywhere.
I don't know, David.
Ma'am, does this road up here, if we go take this road, can we cut over there? Okay. Oh, well, thank you.
It doesn't say dead end.
All right.
And it is Church Street.
Yeah, I know. Where's the churches?
Oh, they're around here somewhere.
Now, we could walk straight through the cemetery and right through the back lot, right?
Probably.
Well, there's a cemetery there.
Oh, which one's this one?
Huh?
This is a little tiny one.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, no, there's more. The end of the road work.
Looks like it's gated. Gated and locked.
Yeah, that's the same. That's not the same cemetery then, huh?
Can't be. The other one was pretty big. We're just walking along some of the side streets in Summersville, and it's really out in the wilds, even though it's a city.
I'm making my bird calls.
Can't quite call it pastoral, it's more forest primeval.
That's interesting.
Well, we're still walking in Summersville, and that's a bed and breakfast that was for sale in my Historic Preservation magazine a few years ago. We're going to stop in this. There's another dish. This is a Hardee's, but it looks surprisingly like a Carl's Jr.
You have to pee?
No.
Here.
What we got here?
See the little
Recording.
red light?
Yeah. 125 minutes. That's pretty full.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be that.
It'll
Don't
be
waste
enough.
it on me.
Oh, well, I'm not wasting anything, that's for sure.
You're wasting that.
I don't know why in the bottom of my little viewfinder there's a picture of a guy swinging a golf club.
I don't know. Why
You don't play golf, do you? Is that?
Guys swinging a golf.
Yeah.
I know you don't need these.
We're at the Heritage Park in Summersville, and Aunt Alice is going to let us in the one-room schoolhouse. How often is this opened up to the public?
We keep it open every Saturday afternoon.
Oh, I see that now.
Oh, look at this.
By appointment at other times, does that mean they have to call you?
Call They used to have my number there, but that's
Sue.
someone else.
You're gonna have to take a picture of me with that dunce cap on.
That's right. I guess I better sign.
Enter and sign in.
Here.
Remember on
while I
that
sign.
show called What's My Line? Remember that show? He'd say enter and sign in, and you'd sign in and put your.
That's a long time.
Well, I go back a ways. Oh, look at all this stuff. Was that rain? It's raining, so? Yeah, just as we come in here, it starts to rain. Wow. Now, when you were teaching, you had to put your coal in and you had to do all your stuff then,
We
right?
had a janitor that did.
Oh.
Usually it was in the center of the room.
Now, the janitor, would he go to all the different schools and do things?
No,
Or?
no, you had one of the students using it as a janitor.
Oh, one of the students was
And
janitor.
you might get paid $3 a month to go in fires and sweeping.
Oh.
I remember Dad telling me that he had to sweep and do stuff like that at the Bale School.
I don't remember that.
Well, he tells the stories anyway.
What do you think, so?
I'd say these are.
Down here with the dunce cap on, we take a picture?
If you can do it without.
I think this will hold me. Don't you think?
I'll have to take a still picture too. Oh, that's perfect. That's you, all right.
Yeah?
Okay, hang on. Let me take.
Tell me
You
when.
need to be okay.
This where Aunt Alice put me in the corner here, made me sit here because I was bad. I was naughty.
You sure were.
Whoa, that was all right.
That ain't wrong with here one time. Going around taking pictures of it.
Uh-huh.
Found out they didn't have any film in the camera.
I think we're gonna be in here in a little bit. It's raining. Yeah, this would be great
So,
to do a picture in here, you know? Do a movie, you know?
Yeah, well, you can.
It's a good location.
So this was from the Dotson, by the Draper and Terry Dotson film years. Moved from Irish Corner in Somersville.
Well, this is moved.
And they had to take the roof off of it.
Yeah.
Those wires and things along the highway.
Then they had a two-holder out there, I guess, for your, a bathroom. I mean, there wasn't no bathroom.
Are these the desks that originally?
Yeah, they're up to there.
On the common family, they had used this for several years as a camp. They had it petitioned off.
Oh.
So they had to put it back in this original.
Well, they did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
This is nice.
What do I do with my glasses here? Furnishings donated or on loan to the one-room schoolhouse. One high-grade lard bucket,
A lard bucket.
one metal lunch bucket.
I don't know what you do without a lard
This
bucket.
picture of Abraham Lincoln over here, I had a group of school kids in here one day. And I told them about everything I thought they would want to hear. And then I told them to look around and I'd answer his questions. And one little boy said, "Did you know Abraham Lincoln?"
Lucky they didn't ask if you dated him. Oh, man.
Where's the lunch bucket? Ooh, that's loud.
You gotta be loud to get these kids' attention, don't you? Sure they. You gotta put them in their place here. Yeah, this is nice. Are you on this list of one-room school teachers?
On that one on the right-hand side there, but it's hard to read, but I like it.
This one here?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a book that's got different one-room schools in it?
I don't remember what's in
Which name are you on this?
Andersonville Strickland.
Oh, don't you get the whole thing?
I think that's where it is. I looked it up. I worked a couple of weeks ago.
There's two Stricklands there. It should be. Oh, on this side? Strickland. Alex Dale. Because there is a couple other Stricklands. Yeah.
Well, you ought to see all the Hugheses on here.
Burke's name is on there. He taught a year or two.
Oh, his name is on there?
It's over there.
Oh. Was he was a teacher in that for a while?
I don't see it on this one. It's hard to read.
Here's Dale.
That was nice, and we were inside just long enough for the shower to go away, and
Yeah.
how often do you come and stay for the time that it's open?
Just whenever they need me. I've been here twice this summer. And I'll go this weekend, but the next.
Now, did you ever have to put that dunce hat on anybody?
I didn't use it. I wore it. But I think that's degrading.
I think so too. I think so too, kiddo. I really do.
Here we are at Summersville Lake, made from the Gauley River.
I see some berries down there.
Go ahead.
Oh man,
I have a fear of heights.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I do too.
This don't bother me too much, but
Get sick looking at.
my daughter says that when she gets up there, she feels like she wants to jump.
Now, when they dammed up the river, it covered some towns, didn't it? Or some areas that had been towns?
Yes, they did. One of them was called Gad.
Yeah.
Homeless people lived in that area.
This reminds me of days in Fairport where I was a kid.
I wonder if they're catching some fish out there.
Are they out there?
There's people out right by the end of the rock, seeing the boats down there.
Yeah. Swimming.
What is it that Ray jumped off of?
I thought it was Long Point,
Yeah.
but he said it wasn't. Someplace else.
You don't have to worry. I just saw him the other day. He's not going to jump off that. I know for sure he's not going to jump off that one anymore.
Yeah, he says he's older and wiser when it comes to heights now.
Ryan told me 3 or 4 years ago that he wanted to do this bungee jumping. Is it bungee?
Yes.
I said, oh no. I said, I'd die if I knew you was doing that. He said, I won't tell you. He said, now as soon as I'm old enough, I'm going to bungee jump.
That's what Stevie told me about skydiving, because we have skydiving around where we live, and you can see him jumping. And we also have the balloons that go up. Stevie says, as soon as I'm old enough, I'm going to do that. Well, he hasn't done it yet, fortunately. Crossing the dam over Summersville Lake, and trying to figure out how to take a picture and film at the same time. And you know what? Cameras are not made for lefties. I know, but I've got one camera in my right hand and one in my left hand. It won't, it's not focusing. You know what?
We go down to the creek.
That's That's what I'm going to have to do.
Well, I hope it don't break all. Where's the big Italian water? Is that all right? Going down now. The Golly River.
Yeah. We're at the bottom of the dam. And that's where we were before. That's the river that goes through here. Says, danger, when horn sounds, beware of rapid rise in water level. Yeah, maybe just... Yeah. Where else are we going to go? We're going down to the rapids. Yeah. I was trying not to step on the gravel and I slid in the mud. I sat right on my butt. Nope, unless she's got something in her trunk. I don't see anybody. Huh? This is the banks of the Golly River. Of course, it's below the dam. But this river is where the Muses had the ferry across it, the only way to get across. Okay, we're leaving the river and going back up, and hopefully I won't fall on my face, since I already fell on the other end.
Marking like Groucho.
Groucho Marx.
I think I got my walking in today.
That's right. We're at the Patterson House, Carnifex Ferry, Battlefield. And of course it's only open on Saturday, Sunday, and holidays. But, yeah, that looks like the well up there. Camp Golly here on the Patterson farm. See, there's Rosecrans. Hand-dug well, 26 feet deep, 1840.
Wow.
One of the first wells in this county.
Hello?
Hello.
I can see the water down there.
I don't think it's too far to the water level.
No. A simpering, whimpering child again, bewitched, bothered, and those are the holes? Either that or they got some gophers in there, right?
That's right.
Look at that, nice looking place.
Yeah, it's like a museum inside. Gee, David, if we could go inside, we could buy ourselves a Rebel hat or a Yankee hat.
You can look in.
I looked in the front. It's like got souvenirs for sale. What a wonderful place. And here just beyond the Patterson house is Carnifex Ferry. Says the scene of battle September 10th, 1861 between Federal Army of General W.S. Rosecrans and Confederate Army of General John B. Floyd. Engagement followed defeat of Federals at Cross Lanes August 26, 1861. The state acquired the site October 29th, 1935. And over here is the overlook of Carnifex Ferry. Civil War battle fought here in 1861 was named after the nearby river ferry, even though it was over a mile downstream. The ferry was the closest well-known landmark constructed by William Carnifex in the early 1800s. The ferry provided an important link between the James River Kanawha Turnpike, now Route 60, and the Golly Weston Turnpike, now parts of Routes 39 and 19. There are at least 3 variations of the spelling of Carnifex. The heading above is the spelling found on the gravestone of Mr. Carnifex, who died in 1856. And that's Carnifex. And that's the Golly River down there. That's where it's coming from. There's a deer down there eating. You can see him. Oh, I think that's okay. That's okay. We'll go down here and we'll probably see something else.
It was the worst storm, wasn't it? So 9 feet or something. You remember that?
Yeah, right at the beginning of the snow season, and that's about all it snowed.
All year. And it never hit Rochester. It was a bubble. So,
in that weather, huh?
Did you notice the cars up here when you were down the foot?
Yes, I did.
Like little toy cars.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were right down there.
Yeah.
I asked Aunt Alice what the river looked like before they dammed it up. She said it was pretty rapid running, not real deep.
She would have been dead.
This is the Golly River.
She had already fallen twice.
About where Hughes Ferry is. What is
On the
it?
ice. Just walking out the door. She fell through, broke her arm, broke her leg. And when we got her out of there, she came out to Arizona in 1975. And she died in 1997. She had 22 years there. Same way with my dad. So I took her out there. She didn't know what the hell to expect. She was like Alma. You know, Alma thought there were going to be Indians out there when she got there.
Oh, did she?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. She remember so?
Yeah.
Like your mother.
Mom said she cried halfway to Arizona. She thought the Indians were going to kill her, and she'd never see her family again.
Yeah, you know. So. It was,
Kentucky Road.
Kentucky. So my mother had no idea, you know, what was going on. I took her out there in February and they got to enjoy the weather. But she,
Nice
what's that say?
little forest road.
Oh. I didn't know you were taping.
I just started.
There's an overlook here. You know, just stop in there. It's just valley.
Oh, that's okay. Maybe on the way back if it's sunnier.
Yeah, you can see all the layers of different strata. It's like everything's cut, just like taking somebody to school and showing them the various layers. It's all cut for you. This highway is no dirt trip. Jeez. Without this thing, you'd be curving, wouldn't you? So Grace has stayed closest to the old homestead up there. This is the closest.
Well, really, I wouldn't be close.
Oh, really?
Because that's right around here, isn't it?
When you get to foot of the hill, turn left.
That's your old house.
About 4 miles.
What year did you get rid of it?
So I don't remember. 60s.
That's when you bought this one here.
But we moved over there in 57. So we rented it out a year or two. Very close.
How much land was it at that time?
98 acres.
98 acres. What a wow. Is that what it always was, or had you sold some off?
That's what stayed most of the time. It was just a little plot.
How much was flat?
That on top of the hill was a little bit was flat. Down where the house was.
Did
Where you go, you got to
Did you ever farm up on top of it?
not, no, I'm sure I never did not usually. We call it hickory flats. It was pretty back.
There's an old house over there, huh? Guess it's a dam.
Somebody built for me.
Oh, they got somebody down here. Can't blame that on the summer's work. At least we're out of summer's work.
Still Nichols.
Yeah.
He's probably got one. Rails came off that hill too fast.
You guys don't have any killer bees up there, do you? I never have eaten a squirrel.
Yes, it came.
Ate them all.
Well, it's been happening every day. It's kill season.
You wouldn't think there'd be much meat on it. I guess there isn't some.
We usually kill 3 or 4.
I've never been hunting either. Never much. The only guns I've been around are the guns in the movies. I've shot all the guns. I probably shot more different kinds of guns than most guns. But they all have blanks in them. You know, like quarter loads or half loads. I never shot the real guns.
Ray has to qualify every so often.
Those what?
He has to qualify with the gun.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have any problem hitting whatever percent it is.
He wants to keep all his guns. I said, what the hell are you doing? Because what do you think, somebody's going to invade us? What are you worried about? Well, you never know, you know, they're going to... I said, most of the people that get shot by guns in the home are not burglars. They're usually members of the family. Some kid gets a hold of it, or, you know, somebody gets mad at somebody. But I realize they got to have him, like your son. That's what he works in. You got to have him. But for just some regular guy keeping him around, I can't see it. But
So this is Gasaway?
This is gas away. Ray always tells Ryan this is where Ray was born in the hospital.
oh, really?
He tells Ryan that they have a big sign down there. Birthplace. Very strict. And then we'll be driving along the rail. Ryan will say, where is it? Ray said they've taken him down to Cleaners.
So this was the closest hospital where you were?
When they didn't have any in Sutton or Sutton's Valley.
when I used to take my kids into town to Hollywood, I'd go on interviews, you know. They got what is called the Diamond Lane. And you had to have 3 people in the car with you to ride in that Diamond Lane. So we'd be riding along, you know, we'd get there, and I'd take the boys purposely so that I had 3 people so I could use the Diamond Lane, you know. And they were little, and I'd say, well, boys, we're going on my lane. No, this is my own lane here, and they got this here just
Your
for
private freeway.
private lane. And we get on it, nobody'd be on it, you know, and I'd say, see those guys? We're all passing them there. They can't come on here, you know. And then every once in a while, somebody would come on, and I'd say, well, that guy, I believe I said it was okay. That guy over there, you know, but there'd be hardly anybody on the lane. And, you know, they told me later, they said, you know, we really believed that was our lane when we used to go. It's like they built this lane for us, you know.
Yeah, Tom had another tale he told Ray when Ray was real small. We'd be going down that little dirt road down in the farmhouse or over there how near it was. Ray would tell him, or Tom would tell Ray, he found that road and followed it down in there and found me. He said I was barefoot and had manure between the toes. It made up the awfulest tale ever was. That'd tickle Ray and just giggle and all tell him things.
Well, you know, when a guy is a dad, after 40, you're a different dad. And you can, I think you're a better dad. Because I've had that experience myself, you know. And I think you appreciate the kids more. You take a lot for granted when you're a kid yourself.
Tom was a good dad.
Yeah. An older guy is better. But the boy is married and has little kids, so they got to see grandchildren, which they were very good to me when my dad died. I was a little guy, you know, 3, 4, 5 years old. We were on the welfare and we weren't supposed to have a card, so we
This
put
is
it in
Riffle
his name.
Road.
It was $300. We had a Model B. You had to get out and push the darn thing, you know, to get it started. It was after the war when you couldn't get a car. You know, you had these old cars with it. And they were very kind to myself and my mother, my Aunt Ruthie and my Uncle John. So he was a mechanic. All he was just he had a little shop, and now he's one of the biggest ones. He does all this, his son does now, John Jr. He does all the school buses, and he does everything there in Fairport where I'm from. You know, if you told me how to get here, I'd get lost.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't doubt that.
I wouldn't know where the heck I'm going.
I noticed that the road that we turned on is Riffle Road,
Riffle.
and one of your grandfather Hughes's sisters married a Riffle.
Oh, there's somebody coming.
Well, it doesn't look very good. At least he's not with his
Ambulance.
lights and siren on.
I think we're going to have some trouble trying to call anybody. I'd be amazed. If that thing worked, I'd be amazed.
You mean I won't be saying, "Can you hear me now"?
No, you falling into the creek saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Where was little Abner supposed to be? Was he supposed to be down here, or where was he?
I think he was in Tennessee or Kentucky.
Tennessee? Oh. Maybe nobody wanted to claim him.
Yeah, I think it was kind of vague.
Yeah. I think so. This is the Forest Primeval. Wow.
When you were here before, what comments I remember was about the trees. We went down into Morris, they were a canopy over the...
Yeah. Well, we had been, a little while before we came here, we had been down in Maryland, where I guess some of your ancestors were.
The Matheny's, the first Matheny's.
And we went down to Pope's Landing. Pope's, is that what they call this?
Yeah.
Pope's Landing, I believe. It was a seafood restaurant down on the Potomac. And the Potomac down there, I mean, it's like the bay. I mean, it's huge. And you drove down there, and the trees went over there.
Got a job selling mine, but
So when he'd sell this stuff, he was selling it in the vicinity here, right?
well, he traveled all over. But they moved to Clarksburg and lived there, and then come out here on the weekends.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lifelong tie to the farm there.
Yes. So when he retired, they came back, huh?
Yes. But now Patty comes out about every month, and there's at least 2 trips to Clarksburg. So
Well, it must be difficult.
I'm sure it is on her.
Really?
She's all Grace has.
Yeah, she ain't no spring chicken.
But she doesn't look 70. She's energetic.
That's good. There's the church. Boy. Yeah, somebody gave us this direction, so we'd be in the Twilight Zone somewhere. We wouldn't know where the heck we were. Hey, down.
Never heard of it.
It was not a castle fair, but I would build my future there. I'd build my castles to the Yellow Jackets' drone. Oh, I'd travel around the sun, fight with General Washington, or I'd be a king upon a golden throne. It was just a humble hut, but its doors were never shut. And it gave the same relief to rich or poor. And it said, and a man could get inside without a dime. You had to put a dime in the slot. Kind of scary too. Yeah, boy, that's an old building over there. All those buildings there.
That's the downtown.
Is that the downtown?
The uptown, the downtown, the
Are
suburbs.
they were there like stores there or something?
There was originally, I don't know if there still is. See, there's a railroad that goes through here, and it used to be used a whole lot. I think now it's used.
And the bathtubs.
Yeah, they got a lot of bathtubs there, just in case anybody wants to take a bath. I guess al fresco, right? How much acreage you got down there?
She'd have to tell you, but it seemed to me like it's 35.
35. But she just raises the fruits and vegetables out front there, right?
Right.
They don't have no stock or anything, do they?
No. They have down the oil and gas.
Yeah.
They have gas wells back there.
Oh, they do?
But I don't think they make a whole lot from it.
Yeah. Like Alma's gas wells, right? So
Yeah.
that looks like a store there or something.
It was an old schoolhouse.
Oh, a schoolhouse, okay.
straight ahead. Look at that deer. Look at him.
Yeah, he says he's just going to finish his breakfast there.
Just swishing his tail, saying, what's going on here? Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? God, that's a beautiful animal. Oh. Is that the church up there?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a traveling preacher or just a...
Probably do.
Now this was a dirt road last time, right?
It was.
Modern
Now the neighbor that lives here is the one that's good to take care of.
Oh.
But his wife is real sick now, so
Oh, that's too bad.
Grace doesn't get the attention.
Now, they got well water out here, though, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, I think we made pretty good time. It's a little after 10. I think we've done well today. Yeah, that's a walk across one too. Yeah.
But they got the barn here on the outside of the creek.
We're here.
I guess we are.
We're at Aunt Grace's. Just got here.
Now, where is it? Oh, she don't have a car now.
Like they had a car in the truck.
They just got rid of it, huh?
One grandson in the car and one grandson in the truck.
Oh. Yeah. Got their antenna up there. Wow.
She meets you outside.
Well, maybe she didn't hear us.
Well, it looks like she's standing right inside.
And I got the answering machine. So I thought, well, I know now she's down there. Which could have been a wrong guess.
Well, had to spend too much time to the doctor, so.
Well, did you get a good report?
I haven't received his report yet. We just took the heart monitor back yesterday morning, so I don't guess he'd had time to read it and call me, so.
Well, at least you think it's still ticking anyway, right?
Yes, yes.
Have you been getting much rain here? Much rain?
Oh, yes, we had rain here about all day yesterday. Did you not?
We had most of the day, didn't we?
Yes.
Hard at times.
Oh, and when we